What's going on, guys? It's JSGC here, and we're here for a fantasy football update. This week, I've not done so well, unfortunately. I'm sure that's delightful for everyone else that's in the fantasy league, though, so they'll be able to gain points on me or further extend their points where they're already ahead of me. I've picked up 35 points. Average was 41. So here I'm going to pop up my team now so you can see how I performed. And as you can see, not the greatest of weeks. I've suffered from my big players like Salah, like Kane. Kane unfortunately gone off injured, so I've ended up picking up not that many points, and I've had to rely on my more solid players. Ederson with a clean sheet, Walker, me, both picked up 6 points, 7 points for Ederson. It's just chipped along, but as you can see from the average, 41 is quite low for the average, so I think a lot of people have suffered from players not scoring goals and stuff, so players like Salah, Firmino, Kane and that, you know, ended up suffering. But other players that people have got in the teams, they can accelerate, and they do. I do want to add, though, that there's only 6 games are off this weekend, and there's going to be 4 games on, so that's 8 teams, so you need to go online and check out who is playing. I know that Stoke are in action against Everton, so there's 2 of the sides, and I think the Liverpool's in action as well. I think they've got Watford's another. I think there's a couple more. I do mention it on my previous video if you want to go and check that out. I do mention a little bit about fantasy football in more detail, but you need to go and make changes, have a look at who's playing and make your transfers with regards to that, because I've got 10 of my 11 now players that will be playing, so I've had to make 3 transfers this week. I didn't want to make a 4 because it's going to give me, I think it was a minus 15 hit. I've took a minus 8 hit, but I've managed to put in a couple of players, and I imagine that some of these players will be doing quite well this weekend, considering there's only 4 games. Surely there's going to be players that are scoring goals and keeping clean sheets. So in my opinion, it leaves it a little bit more of a probability that may be able to pick up a few points. So you do need to make transfers, though, to make sure that you are abiding with people that are playing. Otherwise, you're going to drop a lot of points if you just keep your team the same and these teams aren't playing because it's FA Cup weekend. So Ward-Prowse out because Southampton aren't playing. Joe Allen's in because Stoke are playing. Harry Kane's out, he's injured. Tottenham are also in FA Cup action, so I'll put Tosin in of Everton instead, again, because they're playing. Van Dijk's in, again, because he plays for Liverpool. They're playing, and Ogbonna, who West Ham, who are not playing. I've put Van Dijk in place of him, so my new team will be popping up. So if you want to have a look at that, but you don't want to take a massive hit. And I've also left Antonio Valencia in, so 10 of my 11 players should be getting some kind of minutes or starts or appearances. So hopefully I can pick up more points, because imagine the average next week is going to be miles down with all these big teams and big players not playing. So you need to kind of try and make up the numbers if you get where I'm coming from. But that's for next week, so it makes it very interesting for next week, and I'm looking forward to next week's fantasy football update already, even though it's international break next week. But a lot to cover throughout here. First, this week, Hangover 96 in the weekly update. Jonas, he's picked up 85 points. I'm going to pop up his team just for it doing fantastically well. 85 points when the average is 41 is absolutely exceptional, and it's done absolute wonders for him, finishing first come the end of the season too. Well done, Jonas, absolutely fantastic. Stepping up, he's finished second this week. He's picked up 47 points. Mahrez picking up 11 points. David Silva picking up 16 points for him. He's had a very good week too, but because Jonas has blown it all out of the water with that monstrous score, Stefan's going to now have to do a bit of chasing. So it's all about teams making transfers for next week and making these points back. Aaron's finished third this week. He's picked up 46 points. Dele Alli picking up 11 points. Otamendi picking up 8. So well done, Aaron. He's above average. Bad company, Chirucci, he's picked up 42 points. Mahrez on 11. Fabianski, he picked up 9 again. Another good week above average too. And that was Bad company with 42 points. And please not forget, he's picked up 40 points for Tony. I mean, David Silva picking up 16 points and Pickford picking up 7. Again, a good week, only 1 point below the average, but with it being a low average, and you're picking up-ish around that score, that's not bad in my opinion. Vettel and 7-0, Charlie, Liam, they've both picked up 39 points. For Vettel, he's had Fabianski on 9. For Charlie, he's had Pope on 9. And for Liam, he's also had Otamendi on 8, picking up points. I picked up 35. I've finished second bottom this week, with just Ederson being my star man, picking up 7 points, a couple of 6s there. And Stephen Wilson, 11, he's picked up 25 points, with De Bruyne and Jagielka picking up 6 points for him. So there you go, that's the weekly league. Well done to Jonas, absolutely fantastic this week. So I'm going to pop up the overall league table, and it does absolutely wonders for Hangover 96 on 1,743 points and leading the JSGC league. Absolutely fantastic. Stefan, he's just 27 points behind him, which can be overturned with one good week, as Jonas has shown. So that can all be crawled back. Please not fifth again. He's in third. He's 32 points behind Stefan on 1,684 points. Again, it can be overturned with one good week. Cheruche, he's on 1,627 points. He's 57 points behind. A couple of good weeks there, and he could easily start crawling that behind. So it's all starting to get a little bit tense, not just in that middle pack, but towards the top now, in my opinion, too. Aaron's on 1,605 points and just 22 points behind Bad Company. Vettel's on 1,519, just 15 points behind Aaron. And I'm on 1,577, just 13 points behind Liam. Do you know what I mean? It's all getting very tense, this. It gets even more tense. Charlie, 7-0. He's on 1,548, and he's just 29 points behind me, so a good week from him. We'll see him overtake me and me go second bottom again. It's all so tight between 8th and, what, 4th. That's very tight, and it's starting to get a little bit more tense up top too. There's a couple more good weeks from Jonas. He'll extend his lead, but if anyone can get a good week like Jonas has had, we'll end up having a very, very, very competitive finish towards the end of the season. Wilson 11 sits in on 9th on 1,294 and only 253 points behind Charlie in 8th. So yeah, a lot of work to do for Stephen, but I don't think he's checking his team. It happens. There you go. I'm looking forward to see what he gets if he's not checking his team for next week. See how many players play. We could have a record low for that. So hopefully he's checking his team and he'll be able to make some changes. There you go. That's the Fantasy Football Update. Hope you all enjoyed the video. If you did enjoy the video, let me know what you think in the comments below. Leave a big thumbs up. Join the league. That's links are in the description below along with the code. If you want to join the league, you can do. Join the league. You'll feature in the video. Simple as that. Also, don't forget to check out my social media. Links to that description below. And also, you want to go and check out my second channel, which is gaming videos of my brother Aaron, who's PNE Crisis in this. He does mixology drinks. Mixed. You can check out my second channel and his channel. Our faces will be popping up at the end of this video if you want to go and check them out. And last but not least, please do subscribe to my channel JSGC, because we're aiming for 400 subscribers and we are extremely close. And I'd like to hit that very, very, very soon. So if you could subscribe and support me, that would be absolutely amazing. There we go, that's the video. So I'll see you all next week for the next Fantasy Football Update. If you want to go check out my other videos, you can. Lots more football videos, lots more daily content coming out over the international break. You want to go and check that out, you can, and I'll see you all later. It's been JSGC. Hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day, and don't forget to change your teams for next week. Peace. Ciao for now.